My name is Steve Gniadek. I'm a wildlife biologist, retired, and I first contacted Jeff at Pier when I was working in Glacier National Park in the late 1990s. I called Jeff at Pier, and Jeff advised me to not do what I wanted to do, was react to the superintendent. Don't give the supervisors an opportunity or a reason to reprimand or fire me, but to stay within the system and do what I could do to promote the protection of natural resources. There were a number of other issues, but the big one at that time was a proposal to build a parking lot in an area that had minimal parking, to somewhat expand parking in an area that had old growth forest. I was initially assigned to an interdisciplinary team in the park to evaluate several alternatives. We evaluated these alternatives and came up with the one alternative that had the least resource impact. The superintendent didn't like it. He told us to develop a specific alternative that he wanted. We did that, and we found that there was some severe impact. There were large numbers of old growth, mature trees that would have been removed. Fortunately, a local group took this to court, and the judge ruled against the park. The way to advance in the organization was to go along and prove what the supervisors wanted. But I found I couldn't do that and maintain my integrity, my personal respect, because I knew many of these proposals were not in compliance with the primary purpose of the National Park Service, which is to protect resources. And I promoted that consistently and found that it wasn't well received among my supervisors. More recently, I became involved with Pier through the Glacier Park overflight issue. In their revised general management plan, had proposed to phase out all commercial overflights. All of the other proposals, goals in the general management plan were completed, but there was no movement, no attempt to fulfill the goal of eliminating overflights. Pier is now involved in this issue. Glacier is one of several national parks that are being represented by Pier to try to phase out, modify, or eliminate commercial sightseeing overflights that are so disruptive in the parks to wildlife and visitor experience.